In the heart of a lush, vibrant village nestled between the Ngoya Mountains, there lived a once prosperous king named Kofi. His kingdom was known for its breathtaking landscapes and abundant harvests. However, Kofi's reign had turned to dust under the weight of his insatiable greed. One fateful day, Kofi learned of a legendary crown, said to grant immense power and wealth to its wearer, but at a dire cost. Legends whispered that the crown was cursed, bringing misfortune to those who sought it. Despite the warnings, Kofi, blinded by ambition, dispatched his most loyal warrior, Tunde, to retrieve the crown from the treacherous obsidian caverns. Tunde was a brave and honorable man, revered by the villagers for his strength and integrity. Reluctantly, he set off on the perilous journey, carrying a heart full of doubt. As he traversed the dark, winding paths of the caverns, he encountered spirits of past kings who had won the crown. Each spirit shared stories of their downfall, illustrating the heavy price of greed. Tunde finally found the crown, glimmering ominously in the shadows. Overwhelmed by its beauty, he hesitated, remembering the tales of despair that echoed in his mind. He grappled with his loyalty to Kofi and the lessons of the spirits, knowing that bringing the crown back could lead to the king's ultimate ruin. Meanwhile, back in the village, Kofi's greed had already begun to sow discord. The people, once thriving, faced famine as Kofi hoarded resources for himself, believing the crown would solve all his problems. The village elder, Mamania, witnessed the suffering and felt compelled to take action. She gathered the villagers to confront Kofi, urging him to abandon his selfish quest. When Tunde returned with the crown, he found the village on the brink of revolt. In a moment of clarity, he realized that power and wealth could not restore what had been lost. Tunde presented the crown to Kofi, but urged him to understand the true nature of leadership. A king's worth is measured not by the riches he possesses, but by the well-being of his people, he implored. Kofi, torn between his desire for power and the reality of his kingdom's suffering, hesitated. The weight of the crown felt heavier than gold. In a moment of reckoning, he decided to place the crown on a pedestal in the village square, declaring it a reminder of the greed that nearly consumed him. As the villagers gathered, Mamania spoke of unity and compassion, urging them to rebuild their community together. Kofi finally understood that true strength lay not in dominance, but in caring for those around him. The villagers rallied, sharing resources and supporting one another, transforming their land once more into a thriving paradise. What can we learn from this story? The story of King Kofi and Tunde teaches us that greed can blind us to the needs of those around us. In today's society, where ambition and wealth often take precedence, it's vital to remember that true leadership is rooted in empathy, compassion, and the well-being of our communities. By prioritizing collective prosperity over individual gain, we can build a better world for everyone. This tale reminds us that power without responsibility can lead to downfall, while kindness and cooperation can foster resilience and growth. It's a timeless lesson that resonates across generations, urging us to reflect on our values and the impact of our actions on those we lead